Okay guys, in this session we are going to discuss about the next topic of mathematical tools. In last session we are going to discuss about the differentiation. Now let us discuss about the integration. That is the next process. That is a next useful mathematical chapter which is used in physics. Okay, let's see first one. Discuss about the integration. So what is this integration? So integration is the reverse process of a differentiation. Reverse process of a differentiation. Okay, you must be remember. Now let's we remember some equation. So these are the equations. All these are considered the equation formula of a integration. All of you guys must be pause your screen for 15 minutes. Note down all this formula and remember all this formula properly. Note down all this formula, remember all this formula. Then after we are just go through this session. Okay, note this whole formula in your books and pause your screen for 15 minutes and remember this. Okay, first one is integration of constant dx is equal to constant into x plus c. Integration constant dx is equal to constant into x plus c. Second rule is integration x raised to n dx is equal to x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c, where n is not is equal to minus 1. Except n is equal to minus 1, you use this. Means x raised to n dx is what? 1 power increase, new power is comes in a denominator. In a differentiation, the power is comes into multiplication and 1 power is decreasing. Here everywhere the c is given. See, everywhere the constant c is given. So why we just put this constant here everywhere? See, in all this formula c is present first. Okay, and the sin x, what is the differentiation of sin x? So it is a cos x. What is the differentiation of cos x? So it is a minus sin x. So here the integration of sin x is equal to minus cos x. Integration of cos x is equal to sin. Exactly same. What is the differentiation of e raised to x? E raised to x. So here integration of e raised to x is also e raised to x. What is the differentiation of log x? 1 upon x. So opposite case, differentiation integration of 1 upon x is equal to what? Log x. Okay, so you must be remember this way. So if you consider this situation, suppose d by dx of x square plus 5, suppose d by dx of x square, consider, then what is the answer? 2x. Second case, suppose you could find this d by dx of x square plus 5, आपको ऐसा कुछ फाइंड कर तो भी आंसर क्या आएगा? 2x. So for x square and x square plus 5 you get the same answer, 2x and 2x. You get the same answer. But if you consider this integration of 2x dx, then what is your answer? 2 is as it is, means comes out. For x, 1 power increases, new power comes in denominator. For x dx, 1 power increases, new power is comes into the denominator. So what is the power right now? 1 power है, so 1 power increase हुआ, मतलब 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1. So what do you get? So 2, 1 plus 1 means 2. So x raised to 2 upon 2. 2 cancel out. What do you answer? X raised to 2 only. So your answer for this both this term, if you consider this both situation, this one or this one, first and second, and you just get the answer 2x. So you integrate this sum, you get the answer of x square. What about 5? So here we put plus c everywhere. Here we put plus constant. So in first example, c is equal to 0. In second example, c is equal to 5. Do you understand why we put everywhere the c? So this is the reason to put the c here. So c is equal to 0 in first case, c is equal to 5 in a second case. Okay, so that is the reason to put the c in each example. Okay, note this in your books properly, then after we are go to this next one. Okay, note it. Let's see next one. So first you remember this all formulas. Second case, if you put here, suppose this like this, ax plus b raised to n, that's a x raised to n, but here some formulas are given for x. If any formula is given for x, then you just use the same rule, x raised to n, use the same rule, x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. But here whatever the coefficient of x, you put in a denominator, c upon a. whatever the coefficient of x is, you just put in a denominator. For an example, if you integrate like this, suppose what is x dx, so you get the answer x square upon 2. We just solved this problem just before. But if same one, if integration 2x plus 5, let's consider this example. Suppose erase this, let's see, suppose x square dx, what is the same answer? X square dx. So 1 power increases, new power comes in a denominator. 1 power increases, new power comes in a denominator. What is the power? 2. So x raised to 1 power increase, so 2 plus 1 upon new power, it comes denominator 2 plus 1 plus c. So what is final answer? X raised to 3 upon 3 plus c. Do you understand? Now if the same thing is given, see, x 2x plus 5 raised to 2 dx, if this type of terms is given to you, means ax plus b, that is similar to ax plus b. Here a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 5. Then use the same rule, apply the same rule. 1 power increases, it means 2x plus 5 raised to 2 plus 1, new power comes in denominator 2 plus 1. Whatever the coefficient of x, what is the coefficient of x? 2. So this 2 is comes in a denominator, multiplication. 2 is in a denominator with whatever the present here in a multiplier. So 2 into 2x plus 5 and plus c. So find, sorry, let's say I'm just write it again. Integration x square dx is equal to x cube by 3 plus c, and integration x 2x plus 5 square dx is equal to what we get here? 2x plus 5 raised to 3 upon this 2 is in a multiplication, this 2 is in a multiplication into 2 plus 1 plus c. Here it is 2 plus 1. Okay, in this way we get the answer. So what is final answer? 2x plus 3 raised to 3 upon 2 into 3 plus c. So you just get the answer in this way, means you apply the rule in this way. Okay, so you must be remember, that is the one example, that is the one example for integration. So in this way you get the answer. You must be remember how we use the rule. If only x alone is given to you like this, x alone is given to you, you just use the rule directly, raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. But if anything is given, means function of x is given, then the coefficient of x, this one, coefficient of x is multiply in a denominator, is multiply in denominator. Let's multiply in a denominator. Okay, you must be remember, that is a quite helpful rule for us, and we always use this rule in example. Okay, not this in your books, then after we go to this next. Okay, not it. Let's see next one. Similarly this is also applicable for trigonometry function. ठीक है, अगर ऐसा है तो साइन है, तो साइन का क्या हुआ देखो, डिफरेंशियल इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ साइन इज इक्वल टू माइनस कोस एक्स, तो माइनस कोस एक्स ऐसा ही है। इसका जो भी एक्स का मल्टीप्लायर ए है, तो ए कहाँ पे आ गया? डिनोमिनेटर में। ये कहाँ पे आ गया? डिनोमिनेटर। फॉर एन एग्जांपल, इफ इंटीग्रेशन साइन 2x dx, तो इसका इंटीग्रेशन माइनस कॉस 2x प्लस सी, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या है? 2 है, तो डिवाइड बाई 2 like this. Whatever the multiplier of, whatever the coefficient of x is comes in a denominator. Whatever the coefficient of x is comes in a denominator. You must be remember. Okay, this is the rule. This is the rule. Okay. Now let's come to this next one. So first of all, you remember this all this rule, not this all this rule. Remember this all this rule. Then after we are go to this example. Okay, not it. Not it in your books. Let's say next one. Some example based on integration. So first find x square dx. अब भी तो फाइंड किया थोड़ी देर पहले, फिर से करते चलो. So integration x square dx is equal to 1 power increases, new power comes in the denominator. Okay, use this rule. Use this rule. See, x raised to n, one power increases, new power comes in a denominator. So we get the final answer, this one. See, so 1 power means x raised to 2 plus 1 upon 2 plus 1. So 1 power increases, new power comes in a denominator, plus c. So what is the final answer? Is equal to x cube upon 3 plus c. This is our answer, not this. Okay, let's come to this next example. Integration 2x plus 3 whole cube. So again use the same rule. This one. See this one. This whatever the power, whatever the coefficient of x comes into the denominator. This last rule. Okay, see this one. This rule. Power x plus b raised to n. x प्लस बी रेज टू एन. सो मतलब जो भी कोएफिशिएंट एक्स का है वो कहाँ पे आ जाएगा? डिनोमिनेटर में. पावर का सेम रूल, पावर एक इंक्रीज होगा, जो भी न्यू पावर है वो कहाँ पे आएगा? डिनोमिनेटर में आएगा. ओके, लेट्स सी नेक्स्ट वन, दिस वन. सो फाइंड इंटीग्रेशन 2x plus 3 raised to 3. So it's like ax plus b raised to n integration dx. Exactly similar to this one. So use this rule. So what you get here? So 2x plus 3. What is power? 3. So it's increased by 1 upon new power comes in denominator. So 3 plus 1 plus c. Whatever the coefficient of x comes in a denominator in multiplication. So multiply by 2. So what is this final answer? It is equal to 2x plus 3 raised to 4 upon 4 into 2, 8 plus c. This is our answer. Okay, not this example. Then after we are go to this next one. Let's see next one. Again example, find 1 upon 2x plus 3. Find 1 upon 2x plus 3. So this is the rule. Here what is power of x? X raised to 1. So it's a 1 upon x. See the log rule from the table. See the log rule from the table. See here log rule. 1 upon x. 1 upon x dx is equal to ln x. 1 upon x dx is equal to ln x plus c. मगर यहाँ पे भी यही रूल लगेगा. अगर x के साथ कुछ भी है तो डिनोमिनेटर में एक्स्ट्रा एडिशन आ जाएगा. ठीक है, लेट्स सी हाउ. सो इट इज इक्वल टू, व्हाट इज दिस? इट इज इक्वल टू ln 2x plus 3 plus c. What is this in a multiplication? So here 2 is additional in a multiplication. Okay, that's 2. So this 2 is comes in a multiplication. Sorry, division. Multiplication but in division. So divide by 2. This is our answer. You just divide with the same quantity, divide by 2. Whatever the coefficient. Okay, let's see what is the coefficient here. So here coefficient is equal to what? 2. So 2x plus 3 dx. So 2 is comes in a denominator like this. Okay, let's come to this next example. Integration sin 2x dx. Again use the same rule. So integration sin 2x dx is equal to minus cos 2x plus c. But whatever this coefficient given here, see what is this given? 2 is given to us, so divide by 2. This is our answer. And 2 does not cancel. It's a cos 2x and this 2 is separate. So don't cancel this 2 and 2. This 2 and 2 does not cancel. Okay, this is our answer. Must be not this in your books. Then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Integration with limits. Integration with limits. Okay, if the limits is given to you, then we are not put the plus c. If limits is given to us, then we are not put the c. You must be remember, not this one. When limit to the integration is given, then limit is given to the integration, then constant is not required. मतलब यहाँ पे constant रखना ही नहीं है. ठीक है, do not put the constant when the limit is given to you. Do not put the constant when the limit to the integration is given. So here the limit is given, see 3 to 7. So here 3 in 7 is called a limit. So write down one note here. Integration a to b function of dx like this. Then this a and b called limit. a is called a lower limit and b is called a अपर लिमिट. ठीक है, तो इसका आंसर कैसे लिखोगे, जो भी है इसका इंटीग्रेशन आता है, इंटीग्रेशन ऐसे ब्रैकेट में लिखना है, पुट दिस a here, put this b here and c is not required. So here whatever the c, this term not required, मतलब इसको यहाँ से निकाल दो. ठीक है, यहाँ पे c नहीं लिखना है, सिंपल है. Do not write the c here. Why? Because the limit is given at that time c does not require. Whatever the answer you write in a square bracket. Whatever the answer of this integration you write in a square bracket. This a is put as lower limit, b is put as a upper limit, a to b. So this is the one method to write the integration. This is the one method to write the integration. Okay. How we put this limit in integration, we just understand by the example, but you must be understand what is the lower limit, what is the upper limit, and how to write it. And c does not write here. Okay, not this one. Then after we are go to this next one, not it. Okay, let's see. Here this given. So how we write it? It is equal to, what is this integration of x square? So 1 power increases, new power comes in reverse. So 2 plus 3. This all the terms is right in a bracket, square bracket. Put the lower limit here 3, put the upper limit here 7. So this is the one represent. So write the integration in a square bracket, put the lower limit to upper limit. So what is the final answer? So it is equal to x raised to 3 upon 3 upper limit and lower limit 3 and 7. Okay, okay, now 1 by 3 is come out. So answer is what? X raised to 3 x raised to 3 to 7. Okay, now again 1 by 3 is as it is, no change. But how to put this one? So put the upper limit minus lower limit. Always in integration put upper limit minus lower limit. What is upper limit? So x is replaced by 7 as it is. Now cube is as it is. Only put the x is equal to upper limit and lower limit. Power and anything is given to us, you have this is as it is, no change. Okay, so 7 raised to 3. Before you are put the lower limit, put one negative sign. Before you are put the lower limit, put one additional negative sign. So minus lower limit 3 raised to 3. Okay, and simplify this is your answer. So here c does not require. Here c does not require. Okay, so before you are put the lower limit, you must be put one additional negative sign. Before you are put the lower limit, you just put the additional negative sign. मतलब कि जहाँ पे x है वहाँ पे रिप्लेस करना है. ठीक है, क्यूब की जगह पे 7 नहीं रखना है. x की जगह पे 7 रखो, क्यूब करो तो 7 क्यूब, माइनस x की जगह पे 3 रखो, क्यूब करो तो 3 raised to 3. This is our answer. You just simplify this one by yourself. Okay, you get the final answer in this way. Let's we solve one another example. So find thus pi by 2 to pi sin 2x dx. Pi by 2 to pi sin 2x dx. So what is this integration of this one? So it is equal to integration of sin x is equal to minus cos 2x upon 2. This 2 is a coefficient of x comes in a denominator. This limit is what? Limit is what? Pi by 2 to pi. Okay, so this 2 is comes out. So minus 1 upon 2. Okay, so answer is what? Cos 2. X is replaced by 5. So x is replaced by pi minus. Before you are put the lower limit, you put the negative sign. First you put the upper limit minus lower limit. First you put the upper limit, then whenever you put the lower limit, use the negative sign. So minus cos 2 as it is and pi by 2. This one. So see, 2 is only I am replacing the x, I am not replace the total terms. I am just you put the value of this x, whatever the given here. See, what is the given here? X. Then you put replace by x. Whatever the given here, x. मीन्स जो भी टर्म्स यहाँ पे दिया है उसकी जगह पे ही रखना है, बाकी का टर्म्स ऐसे ही रखना है, उसमें कुछ भी चेंज नहीं करना. ठीक है, सो व्हाट इज द फाइनल आंसर? सो इट इज इक्वल टू माइनस 1 by 2 cos 2 pi, it's a 1 मुझे पता है, अभी रख देता हूँ, अभी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं, ठीक है, ये हम बाद में देखेंगे. सो इट इज इक्वल टू -1, जस्ट 2 and 2 कैंसिल, सो माइनस cos पाई, this is equal to cos pi is equal to -1. So what is final answer? -1/2 into 1 plus 1, so that's a 2. So finally you get the -1 answer. Cos pi, you just go through the trigonometry table, you get this whole value. You go through the trigonometry table, first lecture mathematical tool. ओके, सो cos पाई की वैल्यू -1 है, cos 2 पाई मतलब 0, उसकी वैल्यू 1 है. cos 2 पाई की वैल्यू कितनी आएगी 1, cos पाई की वैल्यू कितनी आएगी -1. सो यू मस्ट बी पुट हियर, सो यू गेट द फाइनल आंसर -1. सो दस इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ दिस वन इज व्हाट, सॉरी, दिस इज योर आंसर. ओके, so by this way you just get the answer. What you must be remember, upper limit minus lower limit, और लिमिट कहाँ पे रखनी है, x की जगह पे ही रखनी है, पूरी टर्म्स की जगह पे नहीं रखनी है, बाकी का टर्म्स ऐसे ही रखना है, x की जगह पे लिमिट रखो, माइनस करो, ठीक है. सो यू जस्ट सॉल्व आउट दिस टाइप ऑफ प्रॉब्लम बाय योरसेल्फ. See, this type of example you only understand if you solve by yourself, otherwise not. Okay, not this one, then after we are go to this next one. Okay, let's see next one. Integration with differentiation. Integration with differentiation. Let's see. Okay. Suppose it is given if dy by dx is equal to x, then find the y. ऐसा कुछ है, dy by dx is equal to 2x, then find the y. सो मतलब ऐसा कुछ आपको दिया हुआ है, तो आपको क्या करना है, यू जस्ट अरेंज द टर्म इन सच अ वे, सो y इज ओनली वन साइड एंड x इज ओनली वन साइड. If this type of terms is given to you, then what are you doing here? You just arrange the y is only in one side and x is in only in a one side. So you just arrange this term in this way. dy by dx is equal to 2x. Then take this dx here. So what do you get? dy is equal to 2x. ठीक है, dy is equal to 2x dx. You just arrange this term in this way. Now take an integration on both sides. Take integration on both sides. So integration dy is equal to integration 2x dx. Integration dy is equal to integration 2x dx. Now take an integration on both sides. So here integration of nothing is means 1, y is present. You must be understand इंटीग्रेशन dx इज इक्वल टू वट, बिकॉज काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है, ठीक है. मतलब इंटीग्रेशन 1 dx इज इक्वल टू वट, मतलब इंटीग्रेशन x रेस टू 0 dx इज इक्वल टू वट. ये सभी टर्म सेम ही है, इंटीग्रेशन dx, इंटीग्रेशन 1 dx, इंटीग्रेशन x, एनीथिंग रेस टू 0 इज इक्वल टू वट 1. सो 1 पावर इज इंक्रीजेज, सो 0 + 1. न्यू पावर कम्स इन डिनोमिनेटर, सो 0 + 1. सो आंसर क्या आएगा, देखो x रेस. सो ऑलवेज integration 1 dx, integration dx, answer is what, x. You must be note this, काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट नोट है. ऐसा कुछ भी आपको दिया है, आपको क्या लिख देना है, x डायरेक्टली. इफ इंटीग्रेशन दिस इंटीग्रेशन dy is given, write the y. इंटीग्रेशन dt is given, write the t. ठीक है, मतलब जो भी यहाँ पे टर्म है आप उसको लिख दें, y है, t है. इंटीग्रेशन सपोज ऐसा कुछ दिया है, इंटीग्रेशन dv, then write the v. Okay, this is the exam, this is the note why we write this type of thing. Okay, all of you must be note this in your books properly, then after we are go to this same example. Note it. Let's see. So integration dy means y, it is equal to 2 as it is, means comes out from the integration. So x raised to 1, nothing means what, 1. 1 power increases, new power comes in a denominator. So x raised to 1 plus 1 upon 2. So what is this final answer? So y is equal to 2 and 2 cancel out, x square. This is our answer. So we just get the answer. Why? By this, if this type of differentiation form is given to you, then you just take a similar term on a one side, then take an integration on a both side, you get the final answer. you get the final answer. So this is the one method to get the answer. Okay, not this, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see one another term. If dv by dt is equal to 2t plus 3, if t is varies from 2 to 4, then find the change in v. Find the change in v. So this is t initial and that is t final. So this is the limit actually. In this physics, this type of terms is given as to us, then we consider it is limit. We consider it is limit. Okay. So what is this limit of v? When t initial is equal to 2, consider here when t initial is equal to 2, then v initial is given to us, and when t initial is equal to suppose 4, then at that time consider v is equal to v final. Here v is equal to v initial. v is equal to v initial मतलब t कहाँ से कहाँ चेंज हो रहा है, 2 से 4 तक, तो v कहाँ से कहाँ चेंज हो रहा है, v इनिशियल से v फाइनल. हमें क्या फाइंड करना है, चेंज इन v. हमें क्या फाइंड करना है, चेंज इन v, मतलब फाइंड करना है v फाइनल माइनस v इनिशियल. क्या फाइंड करना है, v फाइनल माइनस v इनिशियल. That is called change. Okay, for an example, suppose you have a 10 rupees. How many rupees you have? A 10. After some time, suppose you have a 5 rupees. Okay, so change कितना हुआ? Suppose 15 rupees. After some time you have a 15 rupees. So change कितना हुआ? 5 rupees. मतलब आपने क्या किया? Change के लिए subtraction किया. So if you have to finding out the change, you find the subtraction. If you have to finding out the change, then you just find the subtraction. ठीक है. सो मतलब इनिशियली आपके पास कितने रुपीज़ है, 10 है, फाइनली कितने हुए, 15 हुए, तो चेंज कितना हुआ, 5 रुपीज़ का चेंज हुआ. यू जस्ट गेट द आंसर ऑफ चेंज बाय दिस. ओके, दैट इज द क्वाइट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. This is the quite important thing and you must be noted. Okay, let's see. Here we have to find this one. So t initial to t final. That's it. So t initial to t final. My mistake. T final 4. So again use the same rule. So take all this v terms on one side, all the t terms on another side. So dv is equal to 2t plus 3 dt. Okay, take integration on both sides. So integration dv is equal to integration 2t plus 3 dt. Here you put limit v initial to v final. Here you put the limit t initial to t final. Okay, note this in your books first. Note this in your books, then after we are just solve this one. Okay, what is t initial? 2. What is t final? 4. ठीक है, let's see. Integration dv is equal to integration 2t plus 3 dt, t initial to t final, v initial to v final. Okay, so what is that integration 1 dv? What is the integration 1 dv? So integration one dv is a v, put the limit v initial to v final is equal to, what is the integration of this one? Take us similar to the differentiation, we just separate the summation and subtraction. In integration also we separate the summation and subtraction. So what is this answer? So 2 integration t dt from 2 to 4. Why? It is a limit t initial to t final, plus 3 integration dt 2 to 4. Why? Again, see, first we separate it. First you separate it. That is the rules of integration, exactly similar to the differentiation. And what is the limit t initial to t final? 2 to 4, 2 to 4. So what is this answer? 2 as it is. What is this power of t? 1. So 1 power increases, new power comes in a denominator. So t square by 2, limit is 2 to 4, plus 3, nothing is given, nothing means 1 is given here. So what is integration 1 dt? So that is a t, limit is 2 to 4. So what is the final answer? See here, 2 and 2 cancel out, 2 and 2 cancel out. So what we get here again finally, t square 2 to 4 plus 3 t 2 to 4. Put the limit, all limits here, v initial to v final. So whenever you put the limit, how we put it is final minus initial. Final minus initial. So what we get here, v final minus v initial is equal to, first you put the upper limit, so 4 square, minus you put the lower limit, so 2 square. I am telling to all of you, only you replace the given terms. So what is the given here? T. So in this limit you only replace the t square as it is. So 4 square minus lower limit square means 2 square plus 3, you replace the t by 4, so 4. Before you put the lower limit, again I am telling to put the negative sign, so minus 2. Okay, so what is the final answer? 4 square, 16 minus 4 plus 3, 4 minus 2, 2. Answer is what? 16 minus 4, 12 plus 4, 3 into 2, 6. So answer is what? 18. So that is delta v. What is this? Delta v, change in velocity, change in v, not velocity but change in v. Okay, so that is our answer. So in this way we get the answer. All of you guys must be note this, and after we are go to this next one. Note it. ओके, तो अब क्या चाहिए था? चेंज इन v, तो मतलब इसको क्या बोलते हैं? डेल्टा v, फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल. ठीक है, so this is the simple terms. In this way you get the answer of integration differentiation. Okay, all of you must be go through this, then after we are just go to this next one. Note it. Let's see integration with differentiation. This is the next case. An object starts from origin. Origin मतलब 0 0, starts मतलब velocity 0, starts means what? Velocity 0, and moving along a x axis. ओके, मतलब इनिशियल वेलोसिटी 0 है, तो यहाँ पे लिख दो v इनिशियल 0, क्योंकि स्टार्ट कर रहा है तो इनिशियली क्या है? वेलोसिटी 0. कहाँ से स्टार्ट है? 0 से, मतलब इनिशियल पोजीशन भी क्या है? x इनिशियल भी क्या है? 0. तो दिस इज द गिवन डेटा, x इनिशियल 0, v इनिशियल 0. क्यों x इनिशियल 0? क्योंकि वो 0 से स्टार्ट कर रहा है. क्यों v इनिशियल 0? क्योंकि वो स्टार्ट कर रहा है मोशन, पहले मोशन में नहीं था, वो स्टार्ट कर, स्टार्ट मतलब इनिशियल वेलोसिटी 0. इट्स वेलोसिटी इज चेंज एज पर द गिवन इक्वेशन. तो इस तरह से कुछ इसकी वेलोसिटी चेंज हो रहा है, v dv by dx इज इक्वल टू 5. इस तरह से कुछ उसकी वेलोसिटी है और चेंज हो रही है. ठीक है, तो हमें क्या फाइंड करना? वेलोसिटी व्हेन दिस ऑब्जेक्ट इज एट 5, मतलब वो लेट्स वी अंडरस्टैंड इट प्रॉपर्ली. दैट इज अ एक्स एक्सिस. यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट था, तो एक कहाँ पे था? 0 पे था. कितनी वेलोसिटी थी? 0. तो दोनों इनिशियल हो, तो v इनिशियल 0. और कोई टाइम पे यहाँ पे पहुँच गया, कहाँ पे पहुँच गया? 5 पे. उसकी वेलोसिटी यहाँ पे चाहिए, तो v फाइनल चाहिए और x फाइनल 5 है. x फाइनल मतलब ऑब्जेक्ट इज मूव फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर. ओके, इनिशियल से फाइनल तक वो मूव हुआ, वेलोसिटी 0 से फाइनल चाहिए हमको, और ऐसा कुछ रिलेशन दिया है. सो एज वी स्टडीड, इफ दिस टाइप ऑफ टर्म्स इज गिवन टू यू, यू जस्ट टेक ऑल दिस v टर्म्स ऑन अ लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, ऑल दिस x टर्म इन अ राइट हैंड साइड. सो हाउ वी जस्ट गेट दिस? We just get this terms in this way. See, v dv is equal to 5x dx. Yes or no? Take an integration on both sides. So integration v dv 5 integration x dx. Put the limit here. So v initial to v final, x initial to x final. यहाँ पे लिमिट है, देखो all those limits are given here already. So how we just use this relation? So what is the integration of v? Power is 1. 1 power increases, new power decreases. If it is 1 power, then increase by 1. If power is 1, which is increased by 1, then it is becomes a 2. So v square by 2. v initial मतलब कितना? 0. So 0 to v final. Find करना है v final. We want a v final. Find the velocity at this one. So v final is equal to, find out 4x 5. What is the power of x right now? 1. So 1 power increases, new power comes in a denominator. Increase means अभी 1 है, तो increase 1 हुआ तो कितना हुआ? 2 हुआ. So x square upon 2. लिमिट इज x इनिशियल कितना है? 0. फाइनल कितना है? 5. So x initial 0 to 5. Okay, so let's we find this answer. Put the final limit and lower limit. So v final square है ना, v की जगह पे v final रखो, माइनस 0 स्क्वायर, 0 है तो 0 को, अपॉन 2 इज इक्वल टू 5 इंटू, फर्स्ट पुट 5 हियर, सो 5 स्क्वायर माइनस 0 स्क्वायर अपॉन 2. ओके, So 2 cancel out, this 2 cancel out. What is final answer? V final square is equal to 5 into 5 square 25. 0 तो कुछ होगा ही नहीं, तो 0 तो 0 ही रहेगा. So 25 आंसर इज व्हाट 125. So what is our final answer? So V final is equal to रूट 125, क्योंकि स्क्वायर है ना, तो स्क्वायर निकालो तो क्या निकल होगा यार, अंडर रूट हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे क्या है देखो, व्हाट इज हियर, सी दिस वन स्क्वायर. सो स्क्वायर निकालो क्या हो जाएगा, अंडर रूट हो जाएगा. सो 125 का क्या हो गया अंडर. दिस इज अवर आंसर, this is our answer. So in this way we just use this relation in a real life. So this type of case is given to us in a physics, then you just apply the differentiation and integration rule by this way. Okay, so that is a quite important example, and all of you guys must be note this example in your books properly. Okay, note it, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see some of this use of integration like a differentiation. So first use what, find the area under the graph. Second was find the average function, and that is a find the sum of different function from the given like a mass, force and field. But this is studied later on. This third use studied later on. Okay, right now we are not discuss anything about third rule of third use of integration, and today's session we are only just understand this first two rule, how to find the area of graph by the use of integration, how to find the average. Okay, so this is these two rules, and this is the most important rule actually, but we discuss this third rule later on in 11th standard and 12th standard both, but later on. Right now we discuss the first use and second use in this session. So let's we discuss about the first use, how to find the area by this one. So find the area under the graph. So this is the equation of the area. So area of any equation, area of any graph is given as integration x1 to x2 f of x dx, where f of x is a function of x, x1 is a lower limit, means initial limit, x2 is equal to upper limit, means final limit. For an example, suppose this type of graph is given to you, this type of any graph is given to you, suppose, consider. So you have to find, and that is a f of x, that is what this graph is represents a f of x. Okay, so consider this is your limit x initial to x final. अगर आपके पास ऐसा कुछ एरिया है तो आप फाइंड कर सकते हो. स्क्वायर का एरिया आपको पता है ए स्क्वायर, सर्कल का एरिया आपको पता है पाई आर स्क्वायर, लेकिन आप इसका एरिया निकाल के दो चलो. सो यू आर नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लम, you are not able to solve this problem by a simple manner. So if you have to find this area which is shaded here, this shaded area, okay, then this is not a regular shape like a square, rectangle, circle, triangle. This all this area are known. This all areas are known. Area of circle pi r square, area of rectangle length into breadth, area of a triangle 1/2 base into height. But this type of unknown area which is find by the use of integration, by this is the equation. See, if you have to find this area, then area is equal to integration x initial to x final. x1 is the initial limit, so this is x initial. X initial means lower limit. This is for what, lower limit, and this is what, upper limit. So if you have to finding out this area, then use this relation. Okay, this is relation. Okay, area is equal to integration x initial to x final, x1 to x2 f of x dx. Let's we understand this one. First of all, you just note it, then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see first example. Find the area under the curve y is equal to 6x square from x is equal to 2 to x is equal to 3. So this is what initial limit, this is what फाइनल लिमिट. सो कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे, देखो यहाँ पे कुछ ड्रॉ करते हैं, y है x है, तो ग्राफ कुछ सपोज ऐसा आएगा. सो इनिशियल यहाँ पे आएगा x इनिशियल, फाइनल यहाँ पे आएगा. इनिशियल कितना है 2, फाइनल कितना है 3. तो हमको ये एरिया फाइंड करना है. देखो तो फाइंड नहीं कर सकते रेगुलर यूज से, तो ये एक फंक्शन कौन सा है, y इज इक्वल टू 6x स्क्वायर, ऐसा कुछ फंक्शन है. ठीक है, सो सिंपल यूज a इज इक्वल टू इंटीग्रेशन x इनिशियल टू x फाइनल y dx, मतलब f ऑफ x dx। यहाँ पे f ऑफ x y है, f ऑफ x कौन है, y है, y इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ x, y इज अ function of x, 6x square. Let's put here, so integration 2 to 3 x initial to x final. What is this? 6x square dx. So 6 is just come out from this integration. What is this x square dx integration? One power increases, new power comes in a denominator. So x raised to 3, one power increases upon new power comes in a 3. So limit is 2 to 3. ठीक है, now anything is cancel out, cancel here, so 3 2s are, so what is our final answer? So it is equal to 2 into, first put upper limit, so upper limit is 3, so 3 raised to 3. Before you put the lower limit, put the negative one, so minus 2 raised to 3. So what is the final answer? So 2 into 3 raised to 3, 3 into 3 into 3, 3 into 3 9, 9 into 3 27, minus 2 into 2 raised to 3, 2 into 2 into 2 8, so that is 8. What is final answer? 2 into 27 minus 8, 27 minus 8 is 19, so total answer is what, 38. So this is our answer, this is the answer of this area. So by this way you get the answer of any area under the graph, area under the graph. So this area, see this shaded area, you have to find here by the use of integration, and the simple rule is use integration x initial to x final y dx. Here y is a function of x, y is what, function of x. Okay, put the limit initial to final, so you get the final answer. Okay, note this example in your books and try to solve the same example by yourself. Okay, after studied of this one. Let's see next one. Find the area under the curve x is equal to 2t plus 3, where t is changed 0 to, sorry, t is equal to 0 to 4. You just change it because printing mistake, t is equal to 0 to t is equal to 4. So again use the same rule, integration f of x dx is equal to area, ऐसा है कुछ, लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या है देखो, x is a function of t, x is what, function of t. So here we use this rule in this way, area is equal to f of t just a wait, I am just write the same thing again. Okay, let's see, suppose t is equal to 1 0 to t is equal to 4. So here area is equal to integration f of t dt, मतलब जो भी फंक्शन है वो लिखना है, ऐसा नहीं कि x ही होना चाहिए। यहाँ पे x, what is this, x is a function of t, so answer क्या आएगा, f of t dt. What is the answer? f of t dt from t initial to t final, t initial to t final. So आपको ये एरिया फाइंड करना है, कुछ ऐसा ग्राफ है, स्ट्रेट लाइन है, सी दिस इज द स्ट्रेट लाइन, y इज इक्वल टू mx प्लस c जैसा है, तो स्ट्रेट लाइन है, तो मतलब 2 0 यहाँ पे होगा, t इज इक्वल टू 0, सपोज t इज इक्वल टू 4 है, तो आपको ये एरिया फाइंड करना है, शेडेड एरिया, ठीक है। सो ये ग्राफ है, दिस वन इज रिप्रेजेंट्स अ graph. So how to find this area? So use the integration directly, you get the final answer easily. See, what is c initial? 0. What is t final? 4. So 0 to 4. What is the function of t? 2t plus 3 is a function, so 2t plus 3 dt. ठीक है, so put this one, so 2 integration t dt plus 3 integration dt, 0 to 4, 0 to 4, that is the limit. What is this integration of t? One power increases, new power is comes denominator. So right now how many power? Power is 1. So 1 is increased. 1 plus 1, 2. So answer is 2 into t square by 2. Limit is 0 to 4 plus 3 into nothing means its integration is t, as we discussed in a previous in the same session, 0 to 4. Okay. So this 2 and 2 cancel out. What is 4 square? 16 minus, put the lower limit, anything 0 raised to anything, answer is 0. Okay, plus 3, put the 4 minus lower limit 0. So this is our answer. What is answer? 16 plus 4 into 3, 12. So finally you get this answer. Okay, 16 plus 12, 28. This is our final answer. All of you guys must be note this example in your books. Then after we are go to this next. Okay, note it. Let's see use of integration. Again, find the average. So this is the equation of average. Exactly similar to the area. This is another equation of average. If you have to find the average, then use this equation. Okay. If you have to find the average means what? Average means what? Any mean value. Average means what? Any mean value. How to find this mean value? So use this relation, integration x1 to x2 f of x dx upon x2 minus x1. Means x1 is a initial value, x2 is a final value. You just get the answer. Use the remember this equation, you get the answer directly. Okay, let's see, we discuss one example. Find the average of y is equal to 2x plus 3 from x is equal to 0 to 3. 0 to 3 find. So x average is equal to integration f of x dx. So 2x plus 3 dx upon x फाइनल माइनस एक्स इनिशियल. तो ए जो है एक्स इनिशियल हुआ, ए जो है एक्स फाइनल हुआ, तो यहाँ पे भी एक्स इनिशियल टू एक्स फाइनल. लेट्स पुट दिस होल वैल्यू. सो इंटीग्रेशन 2x dx प्लस 3 इंटीग्रेशन dx, मतलब समेशन को सेपरेट कर दो, लिमिट रखो 0 to 3 डिनोमिनेटर में फाइनल माइनस इनिशियल. सो 3 माइनस 1 additional theory. Then today says you must be remember this additional theory properly. Okay, right angle triangle. So how we discuss the compound of right angle triangle. So how we draw the right angle triangle? So this is the right angle triangle. If this angle is theta, okay, you must be draw it properly. If you consider right angle triangle, if this angle is what? Theta. This angle is what? Theta. Okay, you write, suppose it is equal to r. You consider this hypotenuse is r. R is what? Length of hypotenuse. Okay, length of hypotenuse. So what is this adjacent side and what is the opponent side? So adjacent is equal to r cos theta and opponent is equal to r sin theta. Adjacent is equal to r cos theta and opponent is equal to r sin theta. Consider, suppose it is to be x and consider it is supposed to be y. I am not telling to horizontal is always x and always y. I am just telling to you that suppose you consider it is x and y. Okay, and I am not telling to all of you x is a cos theta and y is a sin theta. That's a completely wrong thing. Okay, how? Let's see. Suppose you consider the same triangle. You consider same triangle r. You consider theta here. You consider this is theta. Then this is becomes r cos theta and that is becomes r sin theta. You must be remember. I am not telling to you horizontal is cos and vertical is sin. I am just consider adjacent component of theta is a cos and opponent component of theta is a sin. Adjacent component of theta is a cos and opponent component of theta is a sin. So write a note, adjacent component of theta is which component? Cos component, and opponent component of theta is which component? Sin component. Okay, and here r is equal to under root adjacent component square plus opponent component square, where r is equal to under root adjacent component square plus opponent component square by the using of Pythagoras rule. What is the Pythagoras rule? Adjacent upon adjacent square plus opponent square under root. This is the Pythagoras rule. So you must be remember this theory because we use this theory in example. We use this theory in an example. Again, adjacent component of theta is a cos, opponent component of theta is a sine. And if you have to find the hypotenuse, then hypotenuse is equal to under root both the side square summation. Under root both the side square summation. Okay, all of you guys must be note this. Then after in the next lecture we are starts our new chapter. Here we are just ending this mathematical tool. In next chapter we are starting a rectilinear motion. Okay, thank you very much to all of you, and note this, all this theory, all this basics rules from the chapter mathematical tool, and remember this full chapter properly, because it is quite helpful in a motion. It's quite helpful in a physics actually. Okay, note this everything in your books properly. Okay, and must be understand this chapter and write the every rules. Okay, not it